Hi, I'm Frankie Fernandez. I'm a certified financial planner and I'm also a certified marriage coach. So I'm a money and marriage coach. My mission is to help young families to build their wealth and also their marriage because I believe in harmony and money. I believe that you can have a lot of money in your retirement, but if you do not have a good marriage, that money will be of no use. You will struggle the rest of your life because of lack of good relationship. And at the other hand, if you flip the coin, what if you have a great marriage but you do not have money? That's a very stressful life. So I believe as a young family, as a young couple, you must pay attention to both marriage and money. And so in today's session, I'm going to talk about how to plan for your retirement, how to create a retirement fund. And this is a session where I will take you through some slides, but also hands on Excel. It's all there in the Excel. You just have to enter your numbers. It's a DIY solution for you. I hope you will like it, enjoy it, subscribe to this channel, and also give a thumbs up. And I hope you'll be able to build your retirement fund. So let's get into the session. So, for retirement planning, I just want to quickly take you through the pre-retirement and post-retirement years. These are very important years. Uh, the the pre-retirement savings years are very important for planning, and this is where you execute. So now here you can start your savings right from the age of 20 or a little later when you start working, right? So it could be 20, it could be 30. So you have roughly 30 to 40 years to save. And this is very important that you spend your time saving money. Enjoy life, spend, but plan your spending and your savings and investments. In my other videos, I'll be covering on spending, I'll be covering also on investing in the right products. So, this is a very important time of your life, and especially as a young couple, you must both pay attention to this part of your life, right? Because this is where you accumulate and you also have other financial goals. But today we'll talk only about the retirement goal. This is where you retire at 60 or even earlier you can retire. The Excel that I'm going to share with you will help you how to put the right numbers in the right places, right? And this is a very important part of your life because this is where you both will be spending your post-retirement years, and it could range from 20 to 30 years. Let's remember that this is the time when you do not earn, most probably, because most of us retire by 60. Unless you have some skills which you want to use, you will not get a regular income. So you have to really depend on what you've done here so that this can be a very peaceful time of your life. And life is very uncertain here, especially with the health issues and inflation. So many things happening here. And if you do not know the right fund here, right amount here, you can actually get into a crisis situation, right? You will not have sufficient. Probably by 65, 70, you will run out of money. And then what do you do? Where do you go? You can't even get loans. You're not at the best of your physical and also your mental faculties. You're not sharp. Uh, to get a job, it's a very big challenge. And this is here where you can enjoy your time with your grandchildren and doing philanthropy, doing good work, donating money. But you can do all that if this is where you take care, right? So now, what is a retirement plan checklist? Very important. You must know your budget. Unless you know your budget, your numbers, you cannot have a retirement fund. Because based on this, we are going to extrapolate and arrive at the actual fund. What is the current inflation? In our country right now, it is around 5 to 6%. Then the retirement age. When you want to retire, 58, 60, these are all uh, stipulated retirement ages in the respective companies. But what if you want to retire at 50? Right? You can do that if you plan well. Then on the returns on the investments, pre-retirement, that is when you are earning. when you're in your 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s, that is the rate of interest or return on investments or rate of return that you are looking for. Then the return on investments when you are retired, because your fund will be invested from which you will draw every month. So that rate of return is what we look for. And then finally, life expectancy. Life expectancy means how long will you live? 80, 85, 90, right? So that is a very uh, important number. You cannot plan saying that, oh, I may not live longer, 65, 70, I will die after that. What if you live longer? And what if you do not have money? So you should always be conservative and think about plan in such a way that even if you live longer, you have enough money. Now, monthly budget during retirement, there's a slight difference. You won't spend on all the things that you're spending right now. For example, your children's fees. Your children would have grown up by then, and by 60, they would be married. So you do not have any commitment towards them. Then your EMIs, your home EMI or your car EMI, all those EMIs would have been already paid. So they do not form part of your monthly budget in your retirement. But you have to add health insurance and also medical bills because your medical expenses will go up, right? Now we move on to the Excel, where I will actually show you how to use. You can download it, which is available on this YouTube video. So this is a sample budget. If you see here you can enter your EMIs. Here you can enter your monthly EMI, 10,000. And if you see here, this is a green area where you enter numbers. But here you have the computed numbers. So 10,000 per month makes it 1,20,000 per year. So this is the way the sheet is designed. You can just enter your EMIs, your premiums, your annual premiums, and then all the other rest. You have got the school fees, which is quarterly, and maybe your cooking gas, probably quarterly, and then your lifestyle expenses. So what we just saw were the living expenses. These are expenses that are necessary, and these are the lifestyle expenses where you also call as discretionary. You can decide whether you want to spend or not, whether eating out or buying clothes or vacation and birthday anniversaries, right? So all this, what you have entered here, gets computed here, right? Now, the same thing is here. In this column also, everything is copied here except for those that you don't have in retirement. For example, home loan EMI, I've marked 0. Car loan EMI, 0. The rest of them, your term insurance premium could be the same, but your health insurance premiums will go up. So I've made from 15,000, I've made it to 25,000. Then the school fees, I have taken out the school fees. The rest of them, I have kept it. You can enter what you want. It's basically, the idea here is this budget, you use this budget, and if you will be living at the same standard of living, you need these expenses when you retire. Assuming you retire today, right, you are accordingly entering the numbers or taking out the numbers. Now we go to the calculator. Now if you look at this calculator, these are already pre-entered numbers. You can change these numbers. All these green shaded areas are where you can change the numbers. Blue are ones which get computed. So here I have entered right now inflation as 5%, assuming today's inflation is 5%, and then rate of returns, that is from in your working years. For example, you are 30 years till 60. What is the rate of return you are expecting in your investments? Right? If it was fixed deposit, probably you would enter there 6, but I'm assuming it's a mutual fund investment, so I'm making it as 12%. Then we look at the retirement years. There will be a inflation during your retirement. So I'm just assuming here it's a guess, 5%. We'll just retain the inflation. Then rate of return during retirement, I'm just entering it as 9% because you won't take a risk of investing at the rate of 12%. So I've just brought it down to 9%. Then your expenses is where you have to enter the number that you've calculated here. Now, if you see here, right now, based on all that we've entered here, your expenses are around 55,000. But then here, because this is pertaining only to retirement, it has come down to around 32,000. So maybe we can just round it off to 35,000, right? Assuming your age is 30 and your retirement age is 60. Now you can change the retirement here. It's up to you. But let's keep it 60. And your life expectancy is 90 years. Now this is a computed number. What it has done, it's taken this 35,000 and it has added this inflation over the years from 30 to 60, and here you get a number. So when you retire, the first day of your retirement, your expenses will be 1,51,000 as a family based on this 35,000, right? 35,000 inflation over the next 30 years has made it 1,51,000, and that is the truth. Your expenses will shoot up in the next few years. Now, what is the corpus required? You need roughly 3.25 crore in your retirement. Assuming that you get some money from your PF or gratuity, let's add 75 lakhs. So what is the remainder to be generated through savings? It is 2.5 crore. That means 2.5 crores you have to generate from savings. So 8124, what is this number? Now this number is a savings per month starting today based on 12%. So assuming that you don't know anything about mutual funds or equities and you invest in probably a PPF or fixed deposits. So let's put the rate of return as 7%. You see here, because the rate of interest is low, less than 12%, you now have to save more every month. I'm sure you would like to save less every month. So it is better to invest in an instrument which gives you more than 12%. 12% to 15% is what mutual funds usually give. So this is where it tells you just have to provide your numbers and it gives you. Let's take another example. What if you spend 45,000 and you are 40 years old? What happens? Your expenses will be around 1,19,000. But your corpus retirement has come down because you have less number of years left. So, but your savings per month go up because you have less time to save, right? So you can use this sheet as you like and it'll give you a retirement fund number. These are very important numbers because if you enter the right numbers, you will have a retirement which will be right. You'll have the right amount of money to spend. So I hope you like this video. Please like, give a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel. I'm going to add many more videos on spending, on loans, investing, how to invest, where to invest, and all those things. And I'll keep sharing with you calculators which I have prepared it myself so that you can do your DIY. So this was the DIY retirement planning. Thank you. I'll see you soon.